Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games as you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players for their characters. Today we are playing Rifts by Palladium Books. This is episode 2 of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse. Our crew consists of Bill, who will be playing as Demetrius. Myself, who will be playing as Illustra Craft. Chance will be absent this week, but we have April who will be stepping in, and I won't spoil the intro, so we'll hold off on just that just for a second. We have Julian as our GM.
Hello. Welcome to the second part. We are in Lesno, the former Toronto of the wasteland that is Rift's Earth. In this great magical city of peace and prosperity, many strange beings are attracted to a call for heroes. Last time, our trio of new heroes, maybe more to come, met up and had strange conversations about talking to animals, living under the sea, and other such interesting stuff. They met up in the Council of Learning, where they got an assignment to find the notes and other research materials of a strange lunatic scientist, a geneticist called Dr. Killian. They are to follow Professor Forsyth, who have studied this man, to the former Manhattan, now called Mad Haven, in New York. They acquired a transport, a talking car named Lenny. Kind of lazy, by car standards, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell with talking cars. Got a few rations and some spare parts, and are now shopping for whatever suits their fancy. Being in a weapon shop, hopefully something suits some of their fancy. Anyway, among the other people who arrived in this town is the true Atlantean called Sophia. You have also been sent by your clan to investigate this call from Rift's Earth. Has been a long time since your clan have been here. You've never been to this Earth. It's just old family myths of, back in the day of Atlantis, it was great and stuff, and we had all sorts of funny beers and anyway, you are to find out what is going on and if this has any interest for the clan. You are also standing before one of the representatives of the Council of Learning, in this case a man called Roberto, and I will find the picture in the roll 20.
You have to pull up roll 20.
It's the robot man with the tall hat. I'll try to. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. And Dr. Forsyth is the man with the glasses, but you'll meet him later. Anyway, welcome to Laszlo. We are glad of your attendance.
Hi.
We hear that you wish to gather information and help us with our sorrows.
You say yes?
Yes.
This is good. We have just gathered a small team for an assignment to the place called Mad Haven. This is going to be dangerous, so they will need backup. It states on your papers you are a psychic.
Yes.
Excellent. What class of psychic?
Mind melter.
That is good. You will meet up with the trio of people in the House of Hermes.
Yes.
Yes.
They will most likely have gathered rations and gathered a vehicle at this point. Do you have any questions?
No.
Excellent. I wish you good journey.
Thank you.
And you, I guess, arrive at the House of Hermes, which is a hostel for strange people, dragons, cyber knights, a few elves, and await. You've gotten the description of these three people. Apparently, a young woman in piecemeal armor, and two very naked people. Two naked guys, one of them with a lot of tattoos, one of them with a lot of bones.
Okay.
She would recognize the tattoos, so you would know that I'm an Atlantean as well.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. And just to get you in as fast as possible, why don't we say that you've made a pit stop before going to Frankie's and getting guns?
Okay.
So you can meet up with Sophia. So you see these, well, three people. One of them not here right now, and a giant ferret arriving to the House of Hermes as well. A young lady and, well, you think a young, well, you know it's a young true Atlantean, you know the difference, with quite a few tattoos on his body, which means that he's somewhat more of just a traveler of some sort. They become very supernatural beings when they get that many tattoos. Well, you do. And it's generally considered something that is dangerous and it hurts a lot. So very few people go through with it. I guess she would recognize your clan symbol. You will recognize each other's clan symbol quite well. So when you see each other, your eyes flicker towards your wrist, where your flaming sword of some sort. What kind of sword do you have?
So mine is a flamberge, basically a large two-handed weapon, but because of my strength, I can wield it with one hand. But yeah, and it would definitely have like the symbol from the clan or the crest of the clan somehow worked into the tattoo. And then hers would also be the same, except hers was, I believe, with a green flame and what's it else?
Green flame.
There was something else. Where were you from? Clan Navita. Yeah. So it was. It's going to have a pommel or something, a handle that is shaped like a dolphin.
Well, you see each other. You recognize each other's tattoos. You also see the young lady who does not have tattoos, and the also very naked man with a lot of bones hanging around, who just sees another person, goes, "No, I can't. I'll meet you outside of the city. I have to go feed my horse anyway."
That's yes.
Yeah, yeah. He's a Native American, but yeah, they don't wear much.
Okay. I walk up to him and I was sent here.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Demetrius.
I'm Sophia.
Nice to meet you, Sophia, from Clan Navita.
Yes.
My clan is not as well known as yours is, but we live, basically, we're based out of Alexandria, where the other clan is. And we're explorers, so you might have met one of us along your travels. If not, you will, because we're very widespread. We just like to explore the universe. So, welcome. I'm guessing they sent you here to meet with us?
Yes.
Hey guys, I see.
Do you mind if I travel along with you?
Absolutely not. So
Hi, I'm
then,
Illustra, while they're talking, would you make me a perception roll?
I don't think I have anything for that. Nope, nothing special for that.
Five. Oh, yeah. No, that's not gonna cut it. You are quite busy watching these two. Well, one of them not very tattooed, but they look the same superhuman cut in their faces. They look like Greek statues. What can I tell you?
Probably from the same group.
And you see the resemblance.
Probably just from the same group. It came with a bunch of them, so.
Yeah. It's from the Tattoo Kingdom. Of Flaming Swords.
Place where all those tattooed people must come from.
A lot of bikers in that dimension.
I'm gonna go over and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Lustra.
Hi.
Are you going to be joining us on our little expedition?
Sure, if you guys will have me along.
Oh, of course. The more the merrier.
Awesome. Where are we headed?
To run into a gentleman named Cole, have you?
Not yet.
That
Okay,
reminds
okay.
me, I'm going to go run over to the front desk to the fish-looking guy and leave a note for Mr. Cole, the Cyber Knight, that if he's still looking for Illustra, that maybe he could find us, wherever we're heading next. Frankie's, I guess, is the next place we were headed. And then if not, just to wait here for us and we'll come back. I figure it would not hurt to have a Cyber Knight with us.
This is true.
Hopefully a more dependable one, but...
Well,
He's a player death. I would love to have that character.
But yeah, so at the mention of previously about some kind of amulets that would be helpful for armor, I want to try to see if there's somewhere in our shop list that that directs us there.
You were talking about armor for the ferret. That you probably have to go to the armor shop for. But the amulet stuff is either... Just a minute. We have the magic shop by Simon, the dragon guy. Well, he's a lizard mage, but still. The Arcaneum.
All right.
Probably has that.
I'm gonna head on over to the Arcaneum and see about these magic amulets you were talking about.
Yes. Do you all join?
I'm gonna have to. She's got the credit card.
This is true. No, don't. Oh. Guess we're going shopping.
I love shopping.
I need to find somewhere. This is going to take a while.
No, you need to come along.
Well, you find yourself in the very large magic quarter of the Merchants Square. There's quite a lot of stalls selling different magical goods. But you notice the sign of the Arcaneum and go inside, where you see racks of different weird merchandise. Skulls, bottles, wands, feathers. Something you think might be statues, might be petrified things. Never know, you never know. You see a few lizard men stocking the place in what looks like Undertaker suits. And you are met by, well, kind of a tall lizard person in red scales and flowy robes. Hello and welcome to the Arcaneum. I am Simon. What can I do for you, young lady?
Well, I was told that there are these amulets that provide extra protection, like armor.
This is true. They are quite common.
That's great. So let me ask you this question. Would they be suitable for animal mounts as well, or just people?
Oh, it depends really on the make of the amulet, but there are definitely items that would protect creatures and their riders.
Okay. Well, I'd be interested in procuring something for myself and for my mount. He's a rather large ferret.
The type of creature really shouldn't matter, but yes, well, come see my selection, young lady. Are you friends, or do you wish assistance from one of my assistants?
Would you guys like to look at anything while we're here?
I think we'll browse around, but yeah, we're good for now. We'll just browse.
Okay.
Let her get.
Oh, good. I would suggest not touching anything. Things are volatile in here.
Well said.
Now, if you would step this way, he opens a glass box of different amulets, earrings, rings, and other jewelry. All of it quite beautiful. Some of it a bit weird. Seems to have wiring attached to some of the amulets, crystals in strange containment units, one might call them. They look more like parts of sci-fi machines than real jewelry. But there are also actual jewelry with gold and platinum and rubies and such. These all do more or less the same. It is more a matter of taste. What range of price are we talking?
Well, what do these usually gotta go for? What are we looking at?
About 75,000 up to a couple of 100,000.
Oh, well, what if I were to tell you that we're going on this super special mission out into a place, wonderful place called Mad Haven, and
better you than me.
Oh, okay. So, well, if perchance, I was wondering if there was something you might be interested in that I might be able to procure for you on this adventure of ours in exchange for use of these. And she's gonna put on her extra charm. I don't know how much that works on giant lizard people.
Well, you can try it out. A charm impress roll.
All right, she's got 75.
Charm that lizard.
All right, 50 out of 75.
Well, he looks like he's mulling it over. You think you haven't really dealt with lizard people before. Yes, I see that you are traveling with interesting people.
Oh yeah, that's Demetrius.
You should
Sophia
go
over there.
far. Atlanteans, I presume.
I think I heard that, yes.
Yes, I recognize the cheekbones.
Do we look?
Yes, I think we could do a small bargain. So, is this thing you would bring me something specific?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really from around here, but I figured we're going there, and you know, I could keep my eye out and see what I could do. If there's something special that you've been looking for, I know running a shop you don't get out very often, so.
This is true. Tell you what, if you are going to Mad Haven, I presume you are going the eastern routes?
I believe so.
Yes. Near a settlement. Well, not a settlement. Once a city, it is probably destroyed now. It used to be called Syracuse.
Syracuse.
And rumors tells of the presence of fairies. Now I would not be one of those cruel magical dealers that deals in parts. So I am not asking you to bring me such reprehensible things as fairy wings. However...
That'd be terrible.
Yes, indeed. Most despicable. They are well known for creating other magical appliances, potions, foodstuffs, and such. A rather significant amount of this will please me.
Okay.
And I would lend you one of my amulets for the chance of this.
All right.
And if the booty is great enough, I will give you the amulet.
Fantastic. I think that should. I think that will be easy enough to do.
Choose your pleasure.
Well, I don't want one of
And
these
points
that
down
look
at
like
the Reverie
costume
amulets.
jewelry. So, what about one of these shiny ones?
What shape of amulet are you looking for? You are pretty free hands in the choice here.
We'll go something ovalish, I guess.
Egg-shaped, maybe? You get an egg-shaped pendant with a small opal attached to it. Now, it needs a power word to activate, which I need to imprint it now. So, which word do you wish?
By the power of Grayskull.
Let's go with egg. It is egg-shaped. It's short. It's not something I'll probably use very often, so that'll probably work.
Egg it is. Klatu Varata Niktu. Egg.
That was awesome.
It gives a slight glow and then fades away again. You, the two Atlanteans, both notice the presence of active magic channeling the ley lines that is powering the city.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
You sense a lot of disturbances in the force in this city. It's giving you a headache, really. I mean, you're used to a lot of rifts, but I mean, they're usually not all over the city. They're pretty localized.
Mhm.
But you get this amulet and get a free chain with it as well.
Good.
A very long one, so it can fit around your ferret.
Fantastic.
And it activates with 50 MDC. And it needs an hour recharge.
All right. Well, I thank you, and I will see you hopefully soon with those fairy magic items.
I look forward to what you attain. Now, can I help you with anything different? What about you, young woman, young man? We have techno-wizards items.
Well,
Scrolls,
yes. What kind of scrolls do you have?
quite a lot of scrolls. What kind are you looking for?
I have a thing for vampires, so how about something like a globe of daylight, and or like I think there's one called Life Blast that actually it
Both of those are quite popular.
yes.
Mm. Let me see what I have in stock. Just a minute. Do you do anything while he rummages through his wares?
I'll go over to the crystals and take a look at those because Atlanteans have a thing for crystals. So if there's anything that looks Atlantean, I would be paying attention to that. They make some pretty nice stuff.
Give me a... Well... It's probably just a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I can't do that. I have to do it through Roll20 and it won't load.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it to load and it's not loading.
Load, Roll20, load!
You keep hatching dragons.
And it,
Yes, we need the roll of dice.
yeah, I can do dice.
Yeah, just roll me a dice. It's okay.
We're going to go old-fashioned here, everybody.
Old school. Well, it is an 80s game, so...
The kids out there going, what's dice? Yeah, 34.
I think that might do the trick. You notice that there are several items that are Atlantean make. Very different items. It's definitely not one merchant he just bought it all from. And they don't seem like something that you would sell lightly. Probably looted or found artifacts. Most of it. There are also a lot of crystals that are just really good crystals. That are cut very nicely and taken from elemental sources and such. You can also see by the price marking you have no chance in hell of buying any of these.
Okay, but I'll keep that in mind though for later when maybe we have a little credit.
Whatever you do need crystal wise, you could probably get here. You are probably quite impressed with his collection. Him not being an Atlantean, he still has pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
You suspect that he has customers that might be crystal mages.
Let's see.
Well, probably not stone crystal mages, but stone mages. Stone masters, sorry.
Yeah.
Because crystal masters are pretty rare. But yeah, any other browsing while you're waiting?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, a PPE battery. Something with about 150 PPE or more. Possible.
Well, he does have batteries with 20 in them. You could buy a lot of them, I guess.
How much per crystal?
500.
Right. Well, I guess give me, 150 worth, I guess.
160 it'll be, I guess, because otherwise it'll be weird math. Or you could just, buy one half filled something. I don't know. I will take 10 of these PPE before you buy it. I am the ultimate merchant.
So how much was that?
All right, 160 PPE batteries.
I was trying to get the total dollar amount so we can keep track of our credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
What at 100 credits, it would just be an extra 2 zeros, so it'd be 16,000.
All right. I think that leaves us with 7 left.
Well, he comes back out with a lot of different scrolls. Well, you see, it depends a little bit on the power behind, but we do have some of the Globe of Daylight quite cheap, if you don't mind the effect being brief.
Hmm. How brief are we talking?
Minutes.
Oh, man.
It's in-
No, that's not really. That would only help us a little bit. I'm looking for something a little more prolonged, but that's okay. Thank you anyway.
It is quite all right. You will just come back one day when you have more money, I guess.
Yes.
When you find great treasures in Mad Haven.
Hopefully so.
He looks at the pair of you, and then he looks at Illustra, and looks back and forth, and just really can't fit these people together. Shakes his head a bit and goes, it takes every sort, I guess.
Atlanteans are pretty open-minded about who they travel with, as long as they're good alignment.
Oh yes, but Illustra doesn't look like your typical
No.
adventurer. But yeah, anything else you want to shop for?
What was the other thing I wanted to do? I have a note here.
Oh, you also wanted barding for the ferret.
Yes, armor for the ferret.
So there was the ricochet arms where we actually stopped last time. We're gonna
Okay.
go back to the bionic guy with his warehouse of guns. And instead of going gentlemen and lady, he's gonna go ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what can I do for you today?
We were just checking to see if you had any kind of armor that might be able to fit a giant ferret. About, this tall, like 10, 15 feet long.
You know what? It's not often I hear things that I haven't heard of before. This is new. This is.
Yeah?
Can I see this
Sure,
ferret?
Slick Honey, come on in.
Holy fuckery! That's a big ferret.
He's real nice.
Well, he gets out behind his big glass cage and actually goes to pet. That's a really nice. That's gotta be one mighty bite.
You don't want to test that, do you? Okay.
No. Just thinking. It's wow. That's a good ferret. Good ferret. Well, it'll take me a while. I don't have any lying around.
Okay.
It won't be an environmental. I can tell you that much.
What's environmental?
Oh, that's where it's enclosed and it doesn't it can breathe without being out in the air.
Oh, he can breathe.
It protects them
He can
from
breathe
gases and
himself.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, most places, I guess. You know what? I like the challenge. Just basic protection?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Give me a day and 4,000 credits and I can whip something up.
Okay.
That's fair.
Hands over the credit stick.
Oh, you're working for the council. Great. He subtracts the
we're going
money.
to some lovely place called Mad Haven.
Oh, you poor smucks.
Why does everybody keep saying that?
You haven't heard of Mad Haven, I guess?
No, I'm not from around here. But it's got Haven in the name. How bad can it be?
Oh, it's mad. It's not really a haven.
But there's fairies nearby.
Well, let's... Maybe. There's also ghosts and mutants.
Oh my.
Wonderful.
And other stuff. The stories are weird. But, yeah.
Tell me, do you have a book or anything? Has anybody ever written a book about this place?
Well, not a lot as far as I remember. Well, Erin Tarn wrote a small piece, but pretty much all she wrote was, well, it's covered in ruins, there's mutants, and there's ghosts.
Pretty general. Okay.
So, not a lot of help, I guess.
It started to sound like this place is as nice as I was led to believe.
Don't think it's a nice place. No. Well, area around Medhaven, I guess, is pretty nice. I don't think there's a lot of people around there, so it's probably nice nature-wise.
Well, hopefully it'll be a pretty ride.
Well, I think so. At least you're not going through Coalition territory, so that should be fine. Are you well armed?
I got 2.
You see?
Do you by any chance punch through metal walls?
Oh.
I've seen it happen before.
I don't think I've tried, but I don't think so. Is that normal around here?
So he looked. No, it doesn't hurt to ask. Every now and then, people who look like people can punch through steel.
Wow.
So, and he looks over at you two. She's not supernatural or anything.
We haven't seen any evidence to that fact. So she may need some armor for herself as well.
I have armor. I have a lot of armor, but he looks at the credit card. Not enough money on this one for that.
How much is left on that card?
3,000.
How much do I have left? I think 3,000, right? Yeah.
How much do you need?
Well, he says while the game master grabs his book.
Just light armor would be enough to hold her, I think.
I mean, I have this stuff that was given to me when I got here, which is
Yeah, she's generally going to be standing behind somebody the whole game, along with this one.
Oh, you'll loot some fun armor. Maybe we'll get you a power armor, a princess power armor.
Oh, I don't have the creds for that.
sparkly
But
glitter boy outfit.
No, not yet.
yeah, that's right. A pink glitter boy. There we go.
Oh. Actually, isn't there? I think in Free Quebec there's the glitter. Lady.
Yeah, glitter lady or glitter girl. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, there's the Plastic Man. Good old Plastic Man. It's 18,000 credits.
Would you take it in gems and metals?
Yeah,
Also,
sure.
I think I
Definitely.
have one of those sticks here in my bag too, and she has another stick that was in the backpack that has about 6,000 credits on it.
Okay. Well, I'll put in the gems and metal and make up enough for. What'd you say? 18,000? 19,000.
Yeah. But that's if you have 6 and there's 3,000 left on the card, that's 9. So you'll just have to
Give 10.
9,000.
9,000.
Yeah, remove 9,000 from your trade goods, and that will be fine. I'm usually not used to trade goods being actual metal and gems and stuff. This is gonna be
That's what we do.
easy to put in the bag. And you are now equipped with a Plastic Man full environmental suit, you lucky girl. 35 MDC.
He does.
A minus 10 prowl penalty.
You start off with light armor. I just haven't pictures yet.
Yeah, I think mine melters get a choice.
Yeah, they get a choice. I just haven't picked the one yet.
Oh, well, I have the book open. I might as well check. While I'm there, here we go. Yes, they like Techno Wizard item. Everybody likes Techno Wizard items.
Well, we do, especially just because of our affinity with magic.
Oh yes. Here we go. Yeah, light. So something below 50-ish.
Mm.
You'll find something. There's plenty to choose from. If you want some extra choices, the Northern Gun Books and the Black Market Book have some good ones too. Anyway, you obtain an armor that actually covers all of your body, so that people can't make cold shots against you when you wear it. That's good.
Alright.
That's good.
I guess it looks a little bit more fashionable than this other thing.
We'll keep that just in case, though.
Yeah, yeah.
The plastic man is kind of bubbly in its looks. I wouldn't call it fashionable. It looks like a space suit for a Lego guy.
Sure. But, you know, she's no
You look
warrior.
like a real time stuffed into a Buzz Lightyear costume.
Yeah, something like that. But yes, Frankie does need some time to work on the armor for the ferret. He takes a few measurements, so you don't have to leave the poor creature with him.
Yeah,
All right,
he doesn't want that.
No, it'll make a mess. Let's face it. It likes the shiny stuff, and there's lots of shiny stuff in that store. But I guess you're all out of money
Pretty
then.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then, I guess you go back to the Hostel of Hermes to rest up while you wait for the armor of ferretness.
Ferretness.
When you get back, you notice that Helena is the leader of your group.
Mhm.
Is sitting and talking with another Atlantean that you haven't really met before. Red hair, kind of rough looking in her face, few scars, very thick clothing, kind of survivalist. Doesn't look Atlantean make at all. And I'll just go to a picture so you can see her.
Well, Roll20 is still loading, so we're not going to be able to see her.
If you can see the Twitch stream, maybe I'll place her in the middle.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to change it, sorry. There we go.
Aha, okay. Cool.
And you notice that she also, of course, have the clan marking. This is a scimitar in flames. And you notice the clan markings being that of Clan Ariman.
Okay, all right. That's a well-known clan.
It is. They are the most famous vampire and monster slayers. They are known to be quite aggressive and warlike, but still heroes beyond reproach. And probably the most well-traveled of the clans, because they go wherever there's trouble and demons and such.
So I guess we're going to walk up and, introduce ourselves. And I was going to ask if I could communicate with the Council of Elders and see if they can't give us some help or supplies, considering that this is a trip that we're taking for the Council. Maybe they could supply us with some Atlantean supplies.
Well, Helena looks up at you when you approach. Demetrius, and a friend I see.
Yes, this is Sophia.
Very nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you too.
I'm Helena. So, it does seem a lot of clans are congregating here. This is Gabrielle of Clan Ariman. We just met up. Apparently, we've been set on the same mission and we are discussing tactics.
Mhm.
She apparently has been to Mexico before and has some pointers on how we're gonna survive in a vampire-infested country.
Oh,
Do tell.
hopefully we don't end up that far south, but we could.
Depends. I don't know what mission you've been sent on. I just know the council wanted to procure your abilities.
So we're heading towards the east to a place called Madhaven.
Ah, yes, I've heard a bit about that.
And
Well, the place.
it's not a nice place from what I've heard. A lot of ghosts and supernatural things as such, and mutants. Pretty concerned that we are a small group and may need some help.
What kind of help are you referring to?
Equipment or credits, so that we can buy better equipment and maybe hire some additional guards,
What does she know?
or just along the route. Yeah, maybe we have some maps of these areas so that we can find our way easier.
Well, a lot of these things you are asking me would be improper for your first real quest. It seems you have been chosen to show what you are made of
I see.
and what our clan is made of. However, I will give you an artifact that might help you.
Any help would be appreciated. Thank you.
You asked for a map. Now, this will not be precise, but it might be helpful. She rolls out a yellowed piece of paper that has clearly been folded in many different ways, mostly in square ways through the ages. And you see North America. This is a map of 2020 North America, by the way. So you now have a map of how the states looked back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And you can see the roads that were active back then. Probably most of them aren't anymore, but at least you know where you were. That being said, to be more serious, you know that this is actually a pretty valuable artifact. To get a full map of this destroyed world, well, even how it looked back then, is historically important.
Correct. Yes. Thank you very much. This is more than I really expected, but thank you.
I wish you good travels, and I see you are in good company. She begins that statement and then looks at Illustra. How strange. Do you know you have no aura, child?
No.
That would be something you would have noticed too, being that you're psychic.
Good.
No, that's just something I didn't think of.
If you have sea aura, you can definitely
Yes.
use that.
See or right.
What's an aura do?
It is a reflection of your life force.
Oh,
May I have your hand, young one?
sure.
You are alive.
Yeah, I hope so.
That is good. Oh, you are. Trust me, I know an undead when I see it. This is curious. You are quite curious.
Well, I mean, Mom always said I was very special.
I think she was right. May I ask where you're from?
I'm from another realm. Uh, all right. I am from the land of Shimmer.
Doesn't ring a bell, which is interesting in its own right, really.
It's a very big kingdom. I mean,
Yes, and I've been a lot of places. Demetrius,
Yes.
I charge you with making sure that this young woman is safe and sound. I think she might be important.
I will.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have more strategy to discuss. But I again wish you good journey.
Can I ask you a quick question before you go?
Of course, young lady. What can I do for you?
You kind of said you knew some things about Mad Haven. Can you tell us some things?
I don't know a lot other than what you already mentioned yourself. When I got here, I made sure I got an overview of what was going on Earth, which was tough. And the only thing I was told about the East Coast was, don't go to Mad Haven, there's ghosts and mutants.
Okay.
Well, it seems to be repeating itself, so at least that's true.
Yes, it does seem to be a recurring story. Also, do be careful on the East Coast. It shouldn't be a problem in Mad Haven, but the Splurgoth are using the ground as harvesting of
now that just
slaves.
sounds like a made-up name.
I wish it was.
Yes.
I wish it was.
It's true.
Think eyes and tentacles, and you're pretty much there.
Gross.
Very, very.
And where might you be going?
Mexico, apparently. It seems the vampire threat there is overwhelming, and the council wishes us to make contact with the few human settlements and see if we can give them any help. And Gabrielle over here has been down there before and can lead us through the more dangerous straits. She looks up at you and nods. Gabrielle looks up at you and nods. Don't worry, I'll take care of her.
Thank you.
Good luck and safe travels.
Mm-hmm.
To you too.
I'm going to go over and check into the front desk and see if Lord Cole has, or Sir Cole has checked in yet.
There has been no sign of anybody named Sir Cole. There has been a few Cyber Knights past, and he has asked them, every one of them, if they were named Cole, and they went, no. A couple of times they thought they were asking about Lord Coke, but he's probably not in town. You would have heard.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Somewhere a long way from Laszlo, a Cyber Knight going, dodged the bullet there. But yes, I guess that you just rest up and you do nothing else before you are ready to travel on.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
can't think of anything. Yeah, no, that's when we get into combat.
Oh.
Well, then I guess the armor is made and put on the ferret. The car is transported with all your gear to the edge of Laszlo, and you travel onwards. I'm gonna give Chance the chance to do some last, well, not shopping. He's probably not gonna do that, but some preparations before he leaves here. But probably gonna do a small outro, and then we'll just finish it for the day,
that's
I
fine.
guess. Kind of a short one, but wait until we're all
Yeah.
here.
How much of the mega
Sounds-
damage does the custom armor have for it?
That's 30 MBC.
Perfect. All right. Make sure that's notated. Yeah, cool.
Well, you drive out of Laszlo in your talking car. Well, it doesn't talk a lot. It mainly mumbles and grumbles. At some point, when you leave the city limits, you hear a small scratching from the radio and a sound of music coming through. Kind of incomplete music, but you hear the sound, somebody singing about a bad moon that's rising, something like that. Pretty good song, what you can hear of it anyway. And drive towards the last border of civilization before you go into the wilderness, the little city of Relic on the northern, well, no, sorry, south of Laszlo, towards the bridge that connects to the mainland, and onwards to what your Relic map calls Buffalo. As you approach this city, you notice that there are quite a lot of ruins, and amongst these ruins... Oh, I echoed. Sorry, echo of some sort. And amongst these ruins are water. The entire city has been flooded. About 6 feet of water. Some places lower, some places higher. And from the high point, the vantage point you're standing on, you can notice that there are some movement in the ruins. It looks like boats zooming around. Do any of you have any binoculars of any sort?
Oh, might actually have some. Goes rifle around through a pack. Yeah, inside this thing has she pulls out some distance binoculars. I think this was left in that backpack.
I'll write so slow you can't read it.
As you look through the binoculars down into the city of Buffalo, or former city of Buffalo, you notice that these small-ish speedboats contain not only cannons, which looks quite violent, but also figures in piecemeal armor. Figures that are definitely not human. Your first indication of this are the horns. Your second indication is the face that looks like a cow.
So I don't know if these guys look friendly.
And you hear the echo through the streets of Buffalo. Moo! And that is where we'll end for today.
All right. Thanks for everybody for joining us today, and thanks, of course, to all of our players and our GM, obviously. If you enjoyed what we did today and you haven't already, please hit the follow button down the bottom right-hand corner. And we will be back again next week with full cast, ready to pick up from here. And I believe Monday, we will be doing a Star Trek stream, minus myself, but the rest of the cast hopefully will still be there. Wednesday, we have the first episode of our Ruby campaign kicking off. Thursday will be the continuation of Star Wars. And we are still looking for a couple players for the Solar Patrol that will take over for Star Trek on Mondays. And we might have actually filled D&D, but we also could still use another player here in this game, if anyone is interested. So hit the, yep, there you go. There's the Discord link. So if you want to go check that out, that's got all of our casting calls. There's some other games that are coming up in the future, so they'll all be posted there. And let's find a quick raid. Let's see here.